Hello, my little sugar plum pot pies. They should make those. Anyway, hi, how are you? Guess what this is? As sort of promised, nerd news, low-tech version. I just thought I'd put some comic books up, tape them up behind my head, and you can't even see them. I promise that it will look a little bit better by the next time I do this. But you guys have been asking about nerd news, and it was one of the things that you requested. So it's just gonna be low tech and just you and me talking about stuff. I'm gonna do this not every Monday, but some Mondays. I know it's not Monday today, but there was a long weekend, so give me a break. Let's delve in, shall we? Communicator on. All the sound effects are now going to be made with my face. So let's talk about movies. Did everyone go and see The Avengers? I did. I totally enjoyed it. You know, it's a big, frothy, fun kind of superhero movie. It had that Chris Claremont style, bantery writing with lots of silly jokes, and all of the characters seemed to get equal airtime. I loved Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. He was so poetic and grr, and Scarlett Johansson was like saucy and sassy and fun. And because it's such a big success, lots of the players within the Avengers are getting sequels, Thor being one of them. Yes, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to put this on. My brother gave me this for Christmas. Let's talk about Thor while I wear this on my head. Wow, I'm a nerd. There's no going back now. So Thor 2 is being made, and Loki, who is the villain in the Avengers, is also going to be returning as the villain in Thor 2, but there are two new villains being added. Casting news has come out that, although they're not specifying which villain he will be playing, Mads Mikkelsen, super crush, I love him, is going to be playing one of the villains. So people that know the comics think he's probably going to be playing the Executioner, and he usually travels with the Enchantress. So that's probably who he'll be playing. The Enchantress is this blonde woman who will probably come to Earth trying to kill Natalie Portman's character. She's like this fierce, tall, blonde lady. Who would you cast as the Enchantress? Because no casting news has come out about her yet. I'll go with the obvious and say Charlize Theron, because she's tall and fierce. I'm super excited that Mads is going to be in the movie because, I mean, he's basically a Viking anyway, so he should be in anything related to Valhalla and Vikings. So, yes, yay, thumbs up on casting Mads in Thor 2, and give me your notes on who you would cast as the Enchantress. I'm going to take this off now. Wow, I already have hat hair. In other Avengers-related news, they're making Iron Man 3 as well. And this time, Jon Favreau is not coming back as the director. And he has such a specific comedy style that at first I thought this was going to be a really bad news kind of bear. But Shane Black, who wrote Iron Man 2, is coming on to direct it. And Shane Black is also responsible for writing the Lethal Weapon trilogy. So he also has a very specific comedic style. And he also directed Robert Downey Jr. in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which was a really fun, playful movie that Robert Downey Jr. had a great performance in. So he obviously knows how to work with Robert Downey Jr., and he has a great comedic style that's specifically his own that also goes well with the Iron Man genre. So I don't think this is actually terrible news. And Jon Favreau is still going to apparently make a cameo in the movie as the security guard, so that's good. What do you guys think? Are you thumbs up or thumbs down about a new director, and how do you feel about Shane Black? Next up, in Star Trek news, there's a guy out there named Dan who wants to build the USS Enterprise for real and take it to Mars. He has a 20-year plan. It only costs $1 trillion. And apparently the science behind the spaceship that he wants to build is sound. I'll give you a link to Hardcore Nerdity where they show you how he really plans on doing this. But even though it sounds really far-fetched, you know, there are people out there with $1 trillion, and whether they are crazed Star Trek fans remains to be seen. This could actually happen. Let's talk about TV. Let's talk about Game of Thrones, because that's all I want to talk about. Now, this guy just represents Game of Thrones. I still don't have a name for him. Help me name my direwolf. In Game of Thrones news, they have been thumbs up by HBO for a 3rd season. Yeah! This means that HBO isn't a stupid dunce face. I've been loving season 2 so far. Whoever's been watching it, how do you feel? last week's with the big battle sequences. So satisfying. Yes. This bit of TV news is also going to lead us to our science news of the week, even though it's not really news because it's not something that was just discovered. It's something that I just discovered and wanted to share with you, so maybe I should just call this science that I want to talk about. Did you know, speaking of this baby, that direwolves were once real? It's true. They were part of the Pleistocene megafauna. I love the word megafauna. It makes me think of giant killer deer. But that's not what it refers to. It refers to the giant mammals that lived during the Pleistocene era. Like, think saber-toothed tiger kind of mammal. Fun stuff. They were native to North America, interestingly. They are the ancestor to the American gray wolf. And there's like 3,000 of their fossils in the tar pits, which is like down the road from my house. So I'm like in the dire wolf hunting area, and because there are so many of them in the tar pits, they believe that they did hunt in packs, just the way gray wolves do to this day. Isn't that interesting? Oh, and they have the kind of teeth that scientists are pretty sure were made for bone crushing. Sounds pretty scary. So I'm going to leave you with that nightmarish idea. And I hope you enjoyed this low-tech version of Nerd News. Let me know what you think. Be honest. I'll give you fist kisses now. Okay. Fist kisses, and Eskimo kisses, and butterfly kisses, and elephant kisses, and direwolf kisses, and megafauna giant killer deer kisses. And now I think I've made enough of a fool of myself that I can sign off for the day. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will talk to you soon, probably on Friday. And that is my story. That is all. Okay, bye.